a fair crack of the whip in his service to England. He hasn't, to me, he doesn't seem to have had the right sort of service. Okay, Taylor picks the England team, and I still think he'll stay with Bully, and I frankly think that he can still do a good job for England.
We've had a change of manager during his brief career in international football. I believe that Graham Taylor thinks quite highly of him, regards him as a good member of the squad. It's up to Steve, if he can get an opportunity again, to make sure that he takes it. I believe that the criticism of him has been very unfair, and the pressure heaped upon him before the Poland match was almost unbearable. He was the golden boy during the summer, just prior to the World Cup. Everybody was championing his cause to become a regular in the England side. But unfortunately, having got there, then the press and the media in general just turned against him. And he's when you get people like Sir Alf Ramsey being very critical and feeling that he shouldn't be a member of the England team, then I think sooner or later it's got to affect the boy. And I watched the game against Poland very closely, and I felt that he didn't do himself justice in the game. He looked a little bit uptight, which is to be expected with the amount of pressure that had been heaped upon him. But I believe that he will emerge as a very good first division player with this club, and furthest claims for a place in the England side, a permanent place in the England side. People talked about the partnership with Gary Lineker not being a successful partnership. One wonders how long Gary will go on playing for England, although he's doing an excellent job at the moment, and I wouldn't dispute that. I feel Steve has got the potential, the ability to ultimately replace Gary Lineker in the England team.
How tired and weary are you at an end of a season, and then when you know you've got to go off to the World Cup? Does it actually revitalise you at all, or do you feel even more tired?
No, well, in a sense, it gives you a buzz inside your body, as though you got a feeling as though you're going to the World Cup. But at the end of the season, your legs are tired, your head's tired, and you just want to get back home. Have a couple of weeks off and eat and drink as much as you can. But I never had the chance this summer, as I went to Italy, and it went okay.
What was Italy like? How did you find the locals out there?
It was alright, as you say, you see in the papers about these discos we went to and everything, but there was no life there at all. As I say, we could never go out, never do anything. It was just, we was there for a job and that was it.
Was that a shame at all? Because if I'd been spending 4 weeks in a foreign country, I would have thought, well, I've got to see a few of the sights.
Well, you could have done, but we got out now and again. We had a game of golf, stuff like that, swim, you know what I mean, sunbathe, but we was more restricted to the hotel perimeter.
What kind of food did they give you out there? Did you sample the traditional stuff, or was it?
It was just everything they put down for you. You know, you could eat what you want, but on the match of the day or the day before the match, they set a meal out for you. But before that, you could eat and drink as much as you want.
What about the weather? How was it? It looked good from here.
It was too hot, too hot. As I say, we got a nice tan out there, but as I say, we were acclimatised to the weather as well, and was quite fit in that conditions.
World Cup itself, I think it's fair to say, certainly the final was a great disappointment to most people that watched it. There was a lot of playing to the cameras out there. How were you out there? What did you hear from back home when you were out there?
Well, I didn't hear much. As I say, all I was hearing say all the people are cheering for it and everything, help England do well and all that. But as far as the team went, I think the team went extremely well. As I was unlucky. If we'd have had a bit more luck, and he scored another goal against Germany, we'd have got to the final. I think we'd have won the final. But the final itself, as you say, disappointing. Argentina, disappointing team. But never mind, it might be the next 2 years.
Ball trying to get round him, Foster slips. Now he's got a chance to go past him. Not Ball's greatest strength, but he fires one, and what a great goal! Oh, just a measure of the man. He looked to have no opportunity, found the space around Steve Foster, and as he was falling, Ball fired the shot in.
Playing for Wolves, coming up through the fourth and then the third and the second, now in the second division, it hasn't looked that difficult. From an outsider's point of view, it looks as though the team's played well, and that's been the end of it.
Well, it does, but this is the season we start off the best out of the four of them, and we usually start slow and then pick up towards the end where we don't even get nowhere. But we're starting well this season. Touch wood, I hope we can get out the second division this year.
How important is it for you personally to play first division football?
Well, I think I've had four divisions, 4 seasons with Wolves now, and I'm due 1 season in the first division at least. So I just hope it's next year.
Let's hope it's more than one as well.
Well, I hope so. I say once we're up there, I'm going to try and keep them up there.
Cook curls it through, Ball's there, fires it first time and finds the back of the net. Looked up, looked at the goal, picked his spot, didn't bother controlling it, just hit it in the back of the net. It's that simple.
You come across as a very kind of ordinary chap, no great airs or graces. How do people outside see you? Do you have still friends from, say, 10 years ago, 15 years ago that you meet up with, and they say, oh, I can't talk to you now, you're a famous footballer?
Well, I do meet up with them now and again as much as I can. But when I meet up with them, they're still the same. They still respect me as the same person, the same player.
Do they talk to you differently at all?
No, they're still the same. They still say, "Do you want a pint?" That's about all.
Is that a good starting point?
They're too embarrassed to say anything, or they don't want to come and speak to me. But they're okay.
Do you find that people, if they come and talk to you, only want to talk about football, or think that you only want to talk about?
Well, they do. As I say, when I go out for a presentation, whatever, I want to shut off. But with your friends, you've got to keep talking and talking and talking over the same things again. Where I've said it, to you, you look to on and on and on. But you have to talk about it, and they're your friends, so you have to keep in with them.
Do you ever try and change the conversation a bit and bring in something that you want to talk about? If there's something you've seen on telly last night, or
I try to, as I say, they just overall it. They go back straight onto football again. But you can't do anything about it.
Dennison with the corner, flicked on by Thompson. Ball! Stevie Ball's done it.
outside of football, you got 2 dogs here at the house. They're quite a handful, aren't they?
2 terriers.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're good dogs, they say that they keep the girlfriend company, me and myself company, but they're good lads, they say that they break us up really, they say we take them for walks, have them out there and have a good, they say it keeps them fit as well.
They look pretty vicious chaps. I mean, the bigger one is apparently the friendlier one, yeah?
Yeah, King and Sam, King's the big one, and he's the one that usually looks after Sam, but Sam's bossing him about now, but they are a handful.
But Sam's not very old and already looks as though she's going to...
Well, he's going to be a giant. He's 14 weeks old now, but they're not ferocious at the moment. To say if I go to eat the girlfriend or whatever, they'll go for me. You know what I mean? They'll have me straight over. No trouble.
What about taking them out for exercise? Is that full-time occupation?
It's like that, you know. Two dogs and 2 leads. Your arms are out and everything. You come back, your arms are bigger than what they should be. But they're all right.
Good. Good company as well for your girlfriend.
Very good. As I say, I go on the England trips and I go on, you know, in the Wolves trips and everything. And as I say, she's got somebody to shout at.
Well, does she shout at you when you're home then? Or?
Well, a few times.
But obviously being away a lot of the time with Wolves and England, does that make you appreciate being home even more?
Well, it does. It makes me appreciate how much you need a girlfriend and how much you need somebody to come home to. As I say, you come into an empty house, it's not nice. As I know you got a girlfriend in this, it's great.
But then again, I bet she has to be on the receiving end of all the swearing and the bad language when you're getting after losing. Or?
She does actually. As I come back and she looks at me and say, "Go on then, have your say," or whatever stuff like that. And we just get it over with.
What happens Saturday nights when you're at home? What time do you get away from the club?
I'll get away from the club about 6 o'clock, 6:30, and I'll get in here about 7:15, something like that. I'll fetch the Argus and the Sporting Star, read the papers, and say we get a video in, and usually have a bottle of wine now and again.
Do you go out a lot on Saturday nights? Or
Not all that much. We can't. You say we've got no privacy at all. We can't just go out to the local and say hello. You know, we have a couple of pints or whatever. We can't do that. They say it's invaded our privacy altogether.
Does that bother you? Or?
It doesn't bother me so much. It's a girlfriend to say when we're out there together, when you're eating a meal or whatever, you go for a meal and somebody goes, "Can you sign this for me? Show it up your nose, whatever, you know, anything. Can't you just leave us alone just to have a meal or something, be quiet?"
But at the end of the day, I suppose it's part and parcel of being a footballer.
That's it. That's as you say, it's a price of fame.
Right. But it's quite nice, therefore, I suppose, staying in is probably more pleasurable than going out to,
Well,
to
it
a
is
pub or to a
actually.
pub.
It is actually. Shut the curtains, shut the doors, lock everybody out. You know, and put the telly on and have a nice talk and a chat and sit down in front of the fire.
And then wait for the Sunday papers.
That's it. Yeah. See what that put in.